Hello, beautiful people. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to the Beyond Astro weekly forecast here on the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. I'm very happy to be here with you all today on this Sunday evening Eastern Time to talk about the Astrology weekly forecast from Sunday, June 23rd until Saturday, June 29th. Hope you're all doing really well out there. Let me know in the live chat how everybody's doing or in the comments below. And before we get started, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And I do offer personal astrology consultations that are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net if you'd like more of a personal reading with me. And hello, Tim. Very nice to see you. And hello to everyone in the live chat or watching the replay. Yes, I am back. I've had a very busy day today. I filmed an astrology level 2 class, and then I did the monthly meditation with Janine for the summer solstice on the Beyond Mystic Academy. And then I took a little bit of a break. We delayed the start time of Beyond Astro by an hour. So I apologize, you guys, but I just needed a little bit of an in-between time from the summer solstice meditation to now being able to do the Beyond Astro with you all. So I love you all. Thank you so much for your patience and your love. Nikki says, it was an intense weekend. I am good. Sleep. I am good. Sleep, did some meditation, got some insights. Well, I'm very happy to hear that, Nikki. And D. Graceland says, hi, Meg. Thank you for your insights. Well, thank you for being here, D. Graceland, and for your support. So yeah, hope you are all doing really well. And I'm very happy to say that the energy of this week astrologically that we are stepping into is a lot lighter than the last week. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? Because last week was funky. Okay, were you guys feeling that with the squares to Neptune? We had Sun, Mercury, Venus all make squares to Neptune last week. And we had the full moon in Capricorn, which was just 2 days ago. So technically we're still in the full moon portal as I'm filming this Beyond Astro on Sunday, June 24th. So we're still in the full moon portal. But as we get into Monday, we get out of the full moon in Capricorn portal, a lot lighter energy this week. So I'm very happy to be able to report that to all of you. So let's go over some of the key astrological transits that we've got coming up this week, starting with the chart for today, Sunday, June 23rd. So what time is it? I'm on Belgian time, Eastern time. I got to do the calculations in my head. So as I'm filming this Beyond Astro, we've got the moon is still in Capricorn, moon conjunct Pluto. Okay, so this is intense. We can still be really feeling Sunday evening if you're in Eastern time, or late Sunday evening if you're in Europe like me at the moment, can be feeling some emotional intensity with this moon conjunct Pluto, but most of us will be sleeping while this aspect is exact. Most of us English speakers, if you will be sleeping. When we wake up Monday morning, we're out of the full moon in Capricorn portal. We're out of the moon conjunct Pluto, and we're into some lighter energies, okay, which I'm very, very happy to report. We're going to have the moon ingress into Aquarius, which is a lot lighter. So Monday and Tuesday, we've got moon in Aquarius. Emotionally, we can be feeling a need for some fun, some lighter energies, some spending time with group friends or group associations. We are in Cancer season. So happy birthday to all my Cancers out there. Happy solar returns. So as of Thursday, we had our summer solstice. Happy solstice. And we are now in Cancer season for the next astrological month. So Cancer season is about home, family, nurturing, starting to enjoy the summertime, starting to slow down a little bit, not taking things so seriously, starting to enjoy the company of our loved ones around us and being in our emotions and emotional fulfillment. So I actually really like this week for spending time with family, for spending time with loved ones. I like that June 26th, Wednesday, June 26th, we're going to have exact Mercury in trine to Saturn. Mercury at 19 degrees of Cancer and Granddaddy Saturn at 19 degrees of Pisces in exact trine. So that's very positive for any communication that we need to be doing in general. Mercury is the planet of communication, but also spending time with friends, siblings, loved ones with that Mercury in Cancer can be really beautiful and stabilizing and grounding and enjoyable in that trine to Saturn. For business, if there's any important deals that you need to make or papers that you need to sign, any important communications that you need to have, Mercury being communication, Saturn being about work, career, business. Wednesday is a very good to schedule any meetings if you need to this week, to get some practical things done, to sign any documents if you need to this week, but also spending time with loved ones. And I'm feeling that very strongly from Spirit right now. Spirit wanted me to say that that's something that actually lower forces on the planet that are losing their power at the moment, they do not want us to be doing. That is one of the last things that they want us to be doing. Spending time with our family, quality time, Spirit is saying, with our family, with our loved ones, feeling their support and supporting them, because that uplifts the planet. You know, when we talk about life purpose and being on mission, I find, we can think that, okay, that has to be something that we're doing out in the world successfully, professionally. But, something that is very positive as light workers, starseeds, being on mission is a lot of the time the simple things. Our home environment, how are we enjoying life, spending time with our loved ones, checking in with our loved ones and how they're doing, right? So even just doing, it can seem like the small things, or it can seem sometimes like the insignificant things just in our personal life actually changes the vibration of the whole world. So I invite you to kind of think about, when's the last time you spent some quality time with your family, with your loved ones, with your friends, because this can be a really good week to do so, and whole Cancer season to do so. Jill, nice to see you. You said, I've had a fun weekend with my family. Well, I'm very happy to hear that for you and Steve. That's fantastic. So, yeah, lovely Mercury in trine to Saturn. And it's interesting because the day after we have this exact Mercury trine Saturn, June 26th, on June 27th, what are we going to be having on June 27th? Dun, dun, dun. US presidential debate between Biden and Trump, Thursday, June 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This is going to be huge topic of the week, probably the biggest news item of the week, unless there's something really unexpected that comes out. This first presidential debate between Trump and Biden on Thursday. This is going to be absolutely historical. And I've been talking about this in the past week while I've been talking about the full moon in Capricorn that we had on Friday and the influence of that. We are in a portal right now. I'm calling it a portal between the full moon in Capricorn, June 21st, and a second full moon in Capricorn that we're going to be having on July 21st. So this presidential debate is happening in between two full moons in Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign that rules politicians, government, authority, rules, and laws. Right before we have Pluto moving into Capricorn for the very last time in our lifetimes, from September 1st to November 18th. So we're in the influence in between these two full moon and Capricorns. It's a major letting go of the matrix governmental systems. And this debate is happening with that Mercury in trine to Saturn the day after it's exact, but still in influence of it. So I like that as we go into this week with this presidential debate, thank God we're out of the squares to Neptune. We've still got Neptune at home in Pisces in a critical degree, 29 degrees, but no more major squares to Neptune. We're out of the full moon portal, and we've got Mercury trine Saturn. So there's going to be some big clarity that comes from this presidential debate. And it's going to be absolutely historic. And it's interesting because I was looking at Trump's transit chart, which I forgot to put that on my slide deck. Oops. Okay, one second, you guys. Let me bring this up because I brought up his transits. Where did I put it? Okay, there it is. Sorry. I have so many things on my desktop, you guys. Sometimes I got messed up with all the charts and everything. So I wanted to share with all y'all Trump's transit chart as we go into the debate this week. So let me just bring this up here. One second. Okay, here it is. So in a transit chart in the middle in the blue, we've got Trump's birth chart placements. And then on the outer rim in the orange is where the planets are going to be on June 27th, Thursday, June 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I actually like how this is looking for Trump. He's got Uranus conjunct his midheaven, Uranus at the top, transit Uranus conjunct his midheaven, almost exact, just 1 degree off, and in a really cool sextile to his natal Saturn, and also exact sextile to his natal Venus. So this is very positive. I think there's going to be something shocking because Uranus rules shocks, surprises. The midheaven is how we're seen publicly. I think there's something shocking that is going to take place at this debate. What is the comment? I just saw a funny comment in here. Somebody said, Christian says, fingers crossed for Trump to rip Biden's mask off. I mean, I wouldn't be totally surprised if something crazy like that happened with Uranus on his midheaven in sextile to Saturn and Venus. There's going to be something very important, Saturn, that may be shocking Uranus, that Trump does say, that Trump does. Interesting that Spirit wants me to say the word declare. I'm hearing that word declare from Spirit. That's interesting. Trump is going to declare something maybe shocking, but it is really, really important. And he's got transit Venus at 13 degrees of Cancer, conjunct his Mercury, and the sun at 6 degrees of Cancer on Thursday, conjunct his Mercury. So he's going to be very strong in speaking, in being able to get his point across. And there's going to be something very important that he is going to share. I did look at the transit chart for Biden and kind of made me feel like, okay, this might not be a real person anymore because the transit chart didn't really make sense, to be honest with you guys. But when I brought up Trump's chart, I thought, no, this makes sense. There's going to be something shocking that happens. He's going to be able to speak very well. And I like how it's looking for him, actually. So that's going to be very interesting, going to be very historic to witness that. And I keep feeling with the Mercury sextile Saturn, with us in the portal between these two full moons and Capricorns, something is going to die during this debate, whether it's, we look at Biden, when we just see that old system has completely died and it's completely ended. And there's going to be something very shocking, very surprising that gets revealed or gets shared as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting. So that's going to be, I think, the highlight for a lot of kind of news of the week, if you will, and we're looking at the astrology of it as well. So I actually like the astrology for this debate. I think a lot of people are going to wake up from this debate with the trine that we're still having from Jupiter to Pluto at the moment. A lot of normies are going to wake up from that debate as well. And Trump's public reputation can make a shocking shift. Maybe there's a bunch of people gonna like him, gonna see him in a different light after that debate through something that he might share that may come off as shocking. So gonna be really super interesting. And then also this week, what's interesting, Saturday, June 29th, the energy shifts a bit. We've got Granddaddy Saturn goes retrograde in Pisces. At 19 degrees of Pisces, Saturn goes retrograde. And we're going to be having a little bit of what I like to call, or what us astrologers like to call, a retrograde city this summer. Retrograde city is like a funny term that we use when there's a lot of planets retrograde at the same time. So August is going to be more so August is going to be a retrograde city because we're going to have Mercury retrograde, we're going to have Granddaddy Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde, and Pluto retrograde, and Chiron retrograde. So 4 of the major planets. But Saturn, who I like to call Granddaddy Saturn, going retrograde on Saturday, June 29th. And Saturn is going to be retrograde until November 1st, 2024, right before the elections that are going to be happening. Now, this is interesting because Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. And we're in between this portal right now of these 2 full moon in Capricorns in a row. And when planets are retrograde, we can actually feel their influence even stronger. So with Saturn being retrograde, it's making that Capricorn influence really stronger. I'm hearing Spirit say a government leader or government sisters dissolving. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out. We're being invited to be reflective and revisit in the areas of life that Saturn rules. Saturn rules our responsibilities, our long-term goals, practicality, reality checks, work, career, our legacy. So we're very much, as a theme, it's an alignment for us during this Saturn retrograde from June 29th to November 1st to be reviewing and reflecting our work, our career, our long-term goals. And then after November 1st, that's a good time to be launching things professionally. That's a good time to be going ahead with things. Now is more of a time of review, reflection, revisiting our long-term goals, work, career, things of Saturnian nature. And it's also a good time for us to be reflecting on what are we committed to in the area of life that we have Pisces in our chart, because Saturn is currently in Pisces. So you're going to want to look at where you have Pisces in your personal chart, if you would like to look, because that house and any planets that you have Pisces in are going to be activated by this Saturn retrograde, where it's good for you to be reviewing, reflecting on those areas of life that you have Pisces, reviewing what are you committed to in those areas. Retrogrades, of course, can bring delays. So we can have from Saturday, June 29th until November 1st, some possible delays in work, career, or long-term goals. With Saturn being in Pisces, the most sensitive sign in astrology, this can be highlighting a lot of people's mental health. Some people can be feeling really highly sensitive and possibly going into a depressive state if they haven't been working on themselves, if they haven't been grounded into practical reality. So, to be honest with you guys, Saturn doesn't really like to be in Pisces because Saturn is at home in Capricorn and Aquarius. Saturn in Pisces is the most ungrounded sign. Saturn is the most grounded planet. So Saturn is not very happy in Pisces and retrograde. So this is where it's good to maybe do something called an astrological remedy. I think an astrological remedy for Saturn being retrograde in Pisces is to have a disciplined, Saturn rules discipline, spiritual or creative practice, Pisces. To be disciplined with your spirituality, to be disciplined with your higher connection, whether that's through prayer, meditation. And I know times are kind of crazy and intense right now. And I'm not saying you have to pray and meditate every day, but even if it's a discipline of even once a week, I'm going to do this little meditation, or every day before bed, I'm going to do some prayers, some intention setting, whatever it is that resonates with you. It's in alignment for us to have some kind of discipline, spiritual or creative practice as an astrological remedy to deal with this Saturn retrograde in Pisces. And that's also going to keep us grounded and connected to the higher truths of what's going on when we have a practice like that. So yeah, check where you have Pisces in your chart, because that's where this Saturn retrograde is going to be affecting you the most. And it's always a little bit funky when we've got a planet, especially Saturn, going retrograde. So as we get closer to the end of the week on Saturday, that can be a little bit more of a funky day with Saturn stationing retrograde. And we'll talk more about the Saturn retrograde in the next Beyond Astro weekly forecast. So let me know how you feel about everything I've shared so far, if it resonates, you guys. And before I finish up, I want to mention Janine and I just had so much fun doing this monthly summer solstice meditation on the Beyond Mystic Academy. The link is in the description box of this video. Janine was sharing some really profound messages with the cards, with her tarot, medicine cards, intuition, and I channeled a summer solstice meditation for us. So we just did that live. We just finished like an hour and a half ago. If you'd like to catch the replay, go to the link in the description box of this video. And thank you to everyone that joined us live. That was so much fun. Also, again, if you'd like a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. I love you all so, so much, and I'm sending so much cosmic love your way for this week that we're stepping into. And see you tomorrow for another daily Astro show. Love you guys. Bye.